Thanks so much, Lindsay. So this theme has come up quite a few times already, and I just want to return to it. Why did Dear Pandemic take off the way it did? Why did my original email go viral in the way that it did? I think it happened because trust is everything in communications. And right now, as Lindsay said, trust is highly fractured. People don't know who to trust. And people trusted and shared my personal message because it was personal. It was a story, it was practical, and it filled a void. It answered questions that were outstanding right in that moment. Dr. Mike also talked about the role of trust and the power of the share button, and I'm going to reiterate some of those themes in this last segment. Trust is bigger than truth. Trust in the messenger is even more important than the actual content of the information. And the degree to which we trust a message and adapt our behavior is so important. It's even more important than the content, than the facts. Which is to say, trust can literally defy reasonable thinking. We saw this very clearly illustrated over the course of the past 16 months as trust became fractured by political contexts and basic public health became political. Things like wearing a mask have become signals of political stance. We're hearing now here in Wisconsin that when doctors raise the idea of vaccination in a clinical setting, their patients say, I don't want to talk about politics. And that really speaks to how fractured trust has become. As human beings and social creatures, we trust personal stories, we trust people we know, and we trust relatable strangers. And because we trust our friend and the people in our social networks, we tend to believe them when they share things on social media, even more so than experts. So this is where the challenge of social media and the infodemic comes in. On social media, the share button can turn disinformation, which is information that's purposely developed to deceive and to exploit these psychological factors that lead us to trust personal stories and relatable information. The share button turns that information into misinformation. Trust is central to the problem of the infodemic and also really central to its solution, I think.